3, 2, 1, go! Who's your go-to Smash?
Mario.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And the way you ask that question is, who's your main?
Okay.
Like your main.
I'm 45 years old inside.
Or you just don't like video games?
I really liked Super Smash Bros. When it came out. Ultimate.
Yeah, that's the new one.
But, yeah. I'm replaying
We just started the movie, by the way.
Stardew Valley.
This
Stardew
is
Valley is
loud.
the only thing that I play. Welcome back, everyone. This is number 3, Flyover After Dark, and we're watching one of Walter's favorite movies.
I hate this movie
The Nightmare
so much.
Before Christmas.
I just want to say it. Okay, to be fair, haven't seen this movie in a long time, but from what I remember, hated it. Hate this movie. I don't want to call it a cult classic because like it's much more popular than a cult classic.
Yeah.
The fan base around this movie is pretty insufferable.
Okay.
Is that fair to say?
Yes, and that explains a lot of your frustration and dislike of this movie.
Yes.
Like a certain...
I will say, I mean, like, as a kid, this is a catchy song.
Yeah.
The problem is, I'm 26.
No, I really don't. I don't associate, like, something and, like, the people who like it very often. Do you know what I mean?
See, I do that all the time.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just a difference between us. I'm also, like, kind of drawn to really strange things because I was super, super sheltered.
Yeah. You're just trying to get it all in now.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I like weird stuff too. And I guess now that we're talking about it more, it's not really the movie itself that I hate. It is genuinely just the fan base for it. If it's 2021 and you're a grown adult and you're wearing any kind of
Jack Skellington beanie or totally.
I will bring cancel culture to the forefront if that means we can get rid of Nightmare Before Christmas people.
I was listening to a podcast where they mentioned this really terrifying movie named Creech that they did a test screening for 5-year-olds, and they all like ran out of the movie theater screaming because it was like horribly executed. And they had to redo all of it. And I just think about like if I was a parent in 1990, I think this came out in 93.
Yeah.
When this movie came out, and I'd bring like my 7 or 8-year-old, I'm like, oh shit, like this is horrible to give them nightmares.
We made a terrible mistake.
Like this is like I wouldn't show this to my kid if they were under 11 years old or 12 years old.
Yeah. I think it also, like, this movie is kind of like in that, for some reason, like in the 90s and maybe even early 2000s,
weird stuff was going on.
Well, for kids specifically, like a lot of kids' media was just super weird and creepy. Like,
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I was literally about to say Courage the Cowardly Dog was like super popular, but it was like for kids. And also like some of these episodes as an adult are horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My story about the first time I watched this was it was streaming somewhere, and it was Christmas of 2012. It snowed like a foot and a half. It was
Arkansas?
insane. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was Christmas Eve, and my little sister, I was like, hey, do you want to watch a movie? And she was like, yeah, because like all of us were home, and she and I start watching this, and when we get like halfway through it, my mom comes in and looks, and everyone is kind of disbanded and started doing their own thing, and she goes, I don't want you to watch this because it's Christmas Eve. And we both just kind of looked at her, and I was like really respectful, like as a kid growing up, and I was older, and I was like, we're gonna finish this. And she just annoyed looked at me and left, and I was like,
Mom, how about you sit your ass down and get out of here? See how everybody's treating Jack Skellington right now, these fictional characters, that's how real people in 2021 treat Jack Skellington. Hey, my name is Jack Skellington. Ew, gross. I'm 6'8". Oh, hey, Jack.
Oh, hey, Jack.
I feel like Slender Man
Yeah.
was derived from Jack Skellington.
Probably. Did you play Slender Man?
Oh yeah, no, me and my
Yeah.
friends were super into it when it came out.
I
I was in high school.
So scary. So scary.
It was very scary.
Yep. I have the new the Arrival on Switch, and I can't play because it freaks me out too
Oh
much.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
The first Slender game, like, it's not that scary anymore because it's
Mhm.
super simple, just like walking around the woods or whatever. But the later iterations of it were actually like,
Yep.
they're scary. Another reason to hate this movie because I really, and I mean really, hate musicals like a lot.
Yeah. I think this is one for me where it's like the box that has to be checked for me to enjoy a musical is like if it's really weird, really irreverent, or maybe those are just the only two boxes. Book of Mormon is really irreverent, and that's why I like it. And this is really weird, and that's why I like it.
Okay. The thing is, my main problem with musicals is that the music is not good.
Sure.
Is like a very unpopular opinion. And it's an opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it as a fact. That's how I feel about it. I think it's really, really weird to listen to songs from a musical like in your car without the context of the movie.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't get that. I don't know. I feel like music has evolved much more than what we see in musicals, and musicals have not caught up.
I totally agree with you.
A lot of people
man.
hate me for that.
We feel the same way. Like I'm never gonna like casually turn on Hamilton while I'm cruising to Little Rock.
I've tried listening to the Hamilton songs.
Did you watch the movie or
No, I'm not gonna watch that.
The movie's long. It's like 2 hours and 45 minutes or something like that.
Miserable.
Yep.
Miserable. Absolutely not.
Yep. It's good. It's just like I don't care. Like
I don't.
Yeah.
Nothing. There is no movie or play or anything that's good enough to be over 2 hours.
I'm trying not to breathe into my mic. I was just doing it.
Yeah, the last one, like, I had to cut out so much of Isaac just going.
This isn't a man.
That's
it. Yeah, we gotta bring it back every single episode we do. How do you feel about the animation?
This is every girl stalking Jack Skellington.
The original Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Yeah. Art hose be like.
Art hose. I had to think. I was like, what did you
never
just
heard
say?
that? You never heard art hose? That's a good one. Okay, to answer your question though, I actually do really like the animation. Yep. You can't hate this animation.
I don't know off the top of my head if it's stop motion or claymation. Maybe it's claymation.
I would be willing to bet that it is stop motion.
Yeah.
Because of when it came out. I'm gonna look it up.
I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox a couple nights ago.
That's a fantastic movie.
Yep. Or I watched some of the bonus features on the Blu-ray that I got, and George Clooney is like running around in a field delivering his lines, and it's the funniest thing. They're all just kind of like delivering their lines, and then like Bill Murray and George Clooney are like snarling at each other, like in that one scene. They're like, "Argh!"
I think that's how Johnny Depp did Rango too. He acted out like everything in Rango. Okay, so Nightmare Before Christmas, I looked it up. It is full stop motion.
Okay. You hate to see it.
I do like the dude in the middle.
Yeah. He's like 50% of his face is chin.
Yes.
Wes Anderson said, I was also watching the commentary, I'm letting everyone know how much of a loser I am.
You suck.
For Fantastic Mr. Fox. But he said that when the footage is all stills.
Yes.
So you actually downgrade it when you get it into the film, into film format with like the special effects and the music and stuff. So it's like I have like a renewed appreciation for this kind of movie because it's so intensive. Like this whole scene probably took like 4 weeks to do.
Oh yeah, like easily.
Yeah.
I can't help but think that this movie would have been the same, if not better, if it was not a musical. And I know people disagree. I know that's a bad opinion to have.
But if you think about it, nothing there are things that happen in this movie.
There are things that happen in this movie.
There are things that happen in this movie, but not much happens in this movie. So you almost like lose the plot. This movie's only 120 minutes long.
You're not selling it.
Or an hour and 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of plot if you don't have, or you lose a lot of runtime if you don't have numbers.
And that's kind of my other criticism
With-
of
of musicals,
is that
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's so padded with music that like you don't really have to put that much plot. And I know that's a super broad, sweeping statement. That doesn't apply to every musical, I know. But at least for musicals like this, it's like I'm not gonna say it's lazy because I know it's hard to write songs
It's hard to do stop motion to
music.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, period, but to music
Yeah.
especially. I think I've only seen this like twice.
Yeah, I've probably seen it twice. And
But I also
and it's been a
don't
long
rewatch
time.
movies. Those are cotton balls, probably. That's like
Yeah.
the other thing. Cool. You watch it, it's like that's cotton balls.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, the their depiction of Santa is kind of scary.
I can't even remember what he looks like. It's been a long time.
I have a vague recollection.
Yeah, this new Resident Evil game looks sick.
Oh, Nick Cage. Did you see the thing about Nick Cage being Dracula in that movie?
Yes.
That's gonna be awesome.
I will be seeing that.
Would you be willing to embark on the great Nick Cage filmography quest with me?
It's not even a question.
Yes. Okay. Because I want to build that into our programming for next year.
One of my toxic traits is that I have not seen enough Nicolas Cage movies.
He's top 5 favorite actors for sure. So is he a duck?
I don't know. I was thinking
A
just now.
dead duck?
He kind of looks like one of the toys that Sid makes in Toy Story.
Yeah, you're right.
Like a Frankensteinish.
When? I love an animation when like stuff gets like
You like when stuff pulses?
pull.
You like when it pulses real good.
Can I have a Diet Cock? I mean a Diet Cock. I mean a Diet I mean a Pepsi. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Another song. Gosh, can you imagine if you're like one of the 4 people in your town and goes to your town council meeting, and one of your like councilmen is like he goes above, giving the stage to
Jack Skellington.
Councilman Scott. He's gonna be talking about rezoning, and then Councilman Scott, just like the most boring white guy, like stands up there and he goes, "Listen here, listen here. The people of this town
Talk about setbacks. They want front backs. West, no bike paths. That's amazing. Like you have to present the item
as a musical number."
That's incredible.
Everybody's sitting there
we
like,
could make so much money on a musical, like based on that.
town council.
2 guys who hate musicals, like cash in on a musical about city council meetings.
Everybody's sitting in the town council meeting like, where's that music coming from?
Board of Appropriation. There's Planning Commission. There's City Council.
The doors bust open and it's like 4 more dudes doing harmony. Combination. They start marching down the aisles like this.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, that's like the best thing. That's the best thing you've come up with in a long time.
Yeah, I've been pretty dry up until that point.
He's gonna be talking about a new Freddy's on Highway 64. Listen here. Listen here.
People of the town of Conway. It's like not even in a key. It's like it's just going up in town.
Safe routes to school? I don't think so.
The middle school needs more buses.
But unfortunately, we were in a financial compendium.
And
Dude.
then it gets too political. So the next councilman gets it there and he goes, "Let's go, Brandon." And you're like, all right, hold on, shut it down. Hold on. He quacks in between each sentence.
Have you seen the Lego Batman movie?
No, why would I have seen that?
Because it's incredible. I'm not even
is it
kidding.
really
It's
that good?
incredible. Yeah.
Oh.
No, it is excellent.
Cinema.
Will Arnett is Batman.
Oh,
Have you seen the Lego movie?
No, I haven't seen any of these.
They're both of. I'm not even kidding. Both of them are incredible.
Okay. Well, you know I don't watch movies either.
Yeah.
So.
Well, how would you like to produce a podcast about movies? But in the Lego Batman movie, Rosario Dawson voices Catwoman, and she's like helping them bust into like Arkham Asylum or something, and she's like, "Meow meow, I just bypassed the mainframe, meow meow meow." Like, but it's only for like 5 seconds, or like just at random points throughout the movie she does that, and it's so funny every time because it's like the perfect amount of joke, perfectly like
the timing
spaced out, the timing's good, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Meow meow. I wonder if there are any girls that have tattoos that look like the stitch marks, like her stitch marks. I bet you there are.
100%.
Have you seen any?
Not in my eyes, but if they exist, I'm going to put them up on the screen right now.
If you had to be a Halloween monster, which one would you be?
Either a werewolf or a vampire, because they're fun to play as in Skyrim. I do like him. He's probably my favorite character.
Divided by open fire. I'm trying to remember. I think she just has a crush on him. I think that's just
I think
the whole
she's
thing.
like stalking him.
And then they have,
because it's 1993, it's okay.
Do you think he eats just bones?
No, he just uses them for his money.
That's top 3. I think you should leave sketches too.
That's, in my opinion, I think that is either number 1 or 2 for me. Yeah.
And that was the night that the skeletons came to life.
I do like him. I like little man there. He's killing it. His vibes are immaculate. Looks like a butthole behind him.
It does. Ew.
Snowflake in a fiery grip is what Republicans say they want to do to Democrats. I don't know, man. I'm trying here. I'm fighting for my life.
We started off strong.
Ow.
All the did you hit your
I hit my knee on my desk. Yeah. It's like some of these songs, it sounds like they made them up as they've recorded them, and they're like, yeah, just keep it.
Do you think that musicals have always been annoying, or do you think that good musicals aren't necessarily ones that like stay with you in your mind, like are catchy, quote unquote?
Well, I guess it depends on what you like about musicals. Like,
yeah, and I feel like most people like that they are catchy.
Yeah. Well, it's also like, for a long time, the only type of performative entertainment were musicals.
Yep.
Like the old like Greek and Roman plays they all had choruses. Like I think they were mostly mostly sang, but at least like the chorus was on stage the whole time.
Yep.
But we as a society have progressed past the need for that.
Society!
And we're still doing it.
What do you think has like replaced the Greek and Roman? Well, multiple modes of like communication have replaced those. The pedagogue, or the theater.
What's your question?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We've been talking about
I've
Greek and Roman theater.
I've watched maybe 4 minutes of this movie so far. Dude, I love the 1,000-yard stare. I actually really like him.
They didn't animate him. They're just like, just move his arm a couple times.
They lied. That means they're
Taught
going
a
to hell.
generation of kids that it doesn't mean it if you were
I don't.
Crossies.
Did you ever play Pajama Sam as a kid?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh.
Tell me.
It was like a point-and-click adventure, like a computer game.
Yep.
And it was like, you just like solve puzzles and stuff. I'm just now realizing that, so like in the first Pajama Sam game, this house...
I love this number. Sorry to interrupt you,
that's
but I
okay.
do love this number.
Well, the dumbwaiter thing going up in this house, I think Pajama Sam took a lot of inspiration from this. Dude,
Really?
you got like, I don't know, maybe I have too much nostalgia for it, but like
Yeah.
Pajama Sam was like, that was me and my siblings, that was like our game. So I learned as an adult. You ever see King of the Hill?
Only a couple episodes.
But you know Bobby, the son. So the voice actor who plays Bobby is actually a woman. Okay. And as an adult, I realized that she also voiced Pajama Sam in all 3 Pajama Sam
I need to
games.
look. You should put up a picture of Pajama
I will.
Sam.
I'll put her up there. I'll put Pajama Sam up there.
Put her up.
And the
there,
voice
bro.
actress and Bobby Hill. Yeah, we did that pretty good. Twitter is as close as you get to the dark web without getting on the dark web.
For real. I think another reason why this movie's so interesting to me is like, other than it just being really strange, is like, I think the mid-90s, and I only can speak to this in terms of like how I was raised and like my perception, so I don't have like hard facts based on my own experience.
Mm-hmm.
The war on Christmas, like just that. Like I feel like this movie, like a lot of Christians were like, "This is antithetical to Christmas." It's not. Like it's not sacrilegious at all.
No,
never mentioned. I don't think it. Ever
I don't think they talk about
Jesus.
No.
The Virgin Mary or anything like that.
Although, how much of a different movie would it be if it did?
Honestly, it would be probably better.
Yeah.
like even better.
You have short. Oh, you do have short fingers.
Should zoom in.
You look like a child.
I have.
What's it like having
too.
little baby hands? Oh, you got little baby feet too. Ooh.
Oh yeah, little peepus boy have little feet.
Ooh, does a little baby boy need mittens for his little baby hands?
Need little kids for his little feet. Maybe you and I should co-direct a violent, non-musical Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's just everybody
Like that?
That's scary. Yeah, everybody just gets eviscerated. There's like gore everywhere.
I don't like when animals get hurt in movies.
Mm-mm.
Not a fan.
So it was hard for me when we watched Halloween and
the dog scene.
he killed the dog.
Yeah.
That's where I drew the line.
Yep.
Did you ever watch Community?
Yeah.
It's the line where she goes, I can excuse racism, but I draw the line at animal cruelty. She goes, you can excuse racism.
Yeah. Swamp Thing might be my
That's the
my
monster you
Halloween
would be.
monster. Yeah.
Is there bullet holes in that tub?
Yeah, I remember like so many people I grew up with being like, "You can't write Xmas." Like,
oh,
that's a sin.
Yeah. Dude, that's a big thing. It was Xmas and people saying
Happy Holidays
like, instead of Merry Christmas, and then I mean the big kick in the Jesus ass. Okay, I'll just let me phrase that. The big kick. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that in or not. That was rough.
It was sweaty for sure.
No, the last the big thing that set evangelicals off was when Starbucks changed their cups, even though there was nothing religious on the cups before. You remember that? It was a few years ago. It was like a huge thing.
Yep. Or like no, I thought did people invent the falsehood that the mermaid was like a sex goddess or something like that? And it's like, you shouldn't ever support them in the first place. Like,
there's always some kind of. That's one thing I've found is that I shouldn't say evangelicals, biblical fundamentalists.
Yeah.
Very often look way deeper into symbology and all that kind of stuff more than the creators of the content themselves.
Yep. And
so, yeah, it's bizarre.
Now some of those things are like, oh, I didn't know that meant that. Like,
sure,
my dad was furious with my older brothers and sisters when he found out that they were listening to Incubus. Because Incubus is like a sex demon, like in Greek mythology. Like
I would be mad at them just because they were listening to Incubus. Hey, listen to better music.
Yeah, my dad was like, "What is going on?" And they were like, "We didn't know that that's what that meant." I've never listened to Incubus.
No, my son's listening to Cannibal Corpse. Oh no, that sounds so violent. Yeah, but the music sucks. I need to be listening to something much better.
I have terrible news. My son has been listening to Newsboys. Do you remember when we were watching Absentia and we were like, what if like the God's Not Dead Newsboys concert was in every single movie ever
Like,
made?
what's the weirdest movie you could put a Newsboys concert in?
How would the Newsboys concert factor into this movie?
Oh, they would be playing in Christmas Town for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they'd be coming to Halloween Town to play God's Not Dead.
Mhm.
He's surely alive.
Mm-hmm. His hands look like yours.
Like my like Sally.
You tiny little baby hands.
My tiny with my widow mittens.
Oh.
No, but I saw
your hands cold.
I saw a video of a guy narrating, like he was driving past a Toyota 4Runner with like one of the ladders to where you can climb on top, and he's like, "Oh, do you have a widow waddle? Like, you can climb up if there's a waddle." Like that reminded me of you making fun of my hands. Do you ever think that Santa was real?
Oh yeah, no, we were big into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was, and my parents they played into it a good bit. And there was one year they hired somebody or they got like one of their somebody they knew from like church or something who like looks like Santa Claus or plays Santa Claus like at the mall or something. And he came to our house like on Christmas Eve, and none of us knew who he was. But he walked in like dressed like Santa, looking like Santa, not a fake beard, like real beard, all that. And he greeted each of us kids by like first name. We were like,
Whoa.
Oh shit, that's Santa.
Santa. How old were y'all?
I was probably too old to be thinking that was still Santa.
Were your parents
I was like 10 or
11.
We
We want to see how long we can keep this going. Like
how long will
15.
How long will our dork ass kid hold on to this?
Yeah. Brains gets me.
Brains gets you.
What? Oh, I think it's probably Hannibal or Silence of the Lambs. I think he eats
Haven't seen
brains.
it.
Yeah. Not surprising.
If anybody ever goes, hey Walter, have you seen?
Nope.
The answer's no.
Unless it's Timothy Oliphant's B movie
Yeah.
roles.
Or like the 3 episodes of The Office that he was in.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, I know that one. No, this is scary.
The
this
black
is like
light?
this is a torture scene.
Oh yeah.
That's scary.
Oh yeah, for sure. Is he supposed to be like the bad boss of Halloween Town?
Maybe, but the problem is we haven't really seen him until this point.
Yeah.
So I don't really care about his character.
Santa doesn't do much in this movie.
Or in real life. His fat ass sits around 364 days a year. Actually, Santa Claus is everything that's wrong with capitalism. He makes all the profit and gets all the recognition, but it's all the elves who actually do all the work. He just collects the profits.
Well, honestly, moms do all the work.
Shout out to the
don't.
moms.
Yeah, elves don't exist.
It's just Santa Claus of the North Pole. He's just hired a bunch of moms to come make the toys.
And then the dads, everyone's like, "Oh, you're such a good dad. You wrapped all these presents."
And the mom's like, I can't believe it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna kill him.
I've sacrificed so much for this family.
That isn't Santa. It must be a possum.
I like how it's flipped now, where like you didn't think it was funny the first time, and then I don't
No,
think it's funny
really
every
funny.
other time.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Chili brains. You okay?
Hit my tooth.
Hit yourself in the face.
I hit my tooth with the mic.
Go easy on yourself, bro.
I was getting really into this movie.
Someone bumped the widow whip.
Oh,
it's
your little tooth
okay.
hurt. Put it under your pillow. Tooth fairy come.
Tooth fairy gonna come soon.
Give you a quarter. Did you manage to see the episode of Community where they played D&D before it got taken down? Where Chang shows up in blackface.
Oh shoot! Is that the first episode?
It's the first.
Don't
D&D
they do
episode.
multiple D&D episodes?
It's the very first D&D episode,
And
Chang's character he wants to play a dark elf, so he shows up and like his whole body's like painted black.
Who does?
Chang.
Oh, I forgot about that. So it's not on Netflix anymore?
It's
Oh,
taken down
man.
completely. His blackface remains unaddressed for like a couple of minutes. Like nobody says anything, and then finally Shirley goes, "So who's going to ignore that hate crime right there?"
Yeah. They do Troy Knobhead in the morning, and they're like, and we're here with our friend Jeff Winger, who used to be a lawyer. And he's like, is this like not actually being recorded? He's like, guys, it's 5 a.m. and he like leaves. And they're like, so why is she moping? I don't know anything.
Female
she's
incel?
sad
I don't
because he's in love with Christmas more than he's in love with her.
Yeah, he's in love with the game, man.
Yep.
He's in love with getting the bag.
All I am is what I'm going after. What if a xenomorph was just like, wow?
I was actually going to say that the POV shot reminds me of the opening of Halloween.
Attacked by Christmas toys? That's strange. That's the second toy complaint we've had.
Like a typical cop, doesn't do anything.
That is scary. Like,
I don't like that.
I got distracted with Heat. The quote from Heat. All I am is what I'm going after. He's like, they, don't waste my motherfucking time. I cannot wait to watch Heat with you. It's gonna be so freaking
Dude,
fun.
I'm excited for that.
It's
Dude,
gonna be incredible.
Honestly, one of my favorite parts of the last Flyover After Dark episode was the supercut I made of like all of the oh shit, what's his name?
Al Pacino.
Pacino, I can't remember his name. The supercut of all the Al Pacino impressions that you did. Yeah, I didn't
Because
realize,
she's got a great ass.
I forgot how long you went on. I was editing.
In House of,
I'm like, oh my gosh.
in House of
you did
Gucci,
so many.
in House of Gucci, he plays Aldo Gucci. We watched that over the weekend,
Yeah.
over the Thanksgiving holiday. And he plays Aldo Gucci, and he comes up to his brother, who Jeremy Irons plays, and he's like, Konnichiwa. But he's kind of doing an Italian accent, but he's Al Pacino, so he sounds like a gangster. He's like, these are Japanese businessmen. They, that's what Al Pacino sounds like in House of Gucci. But Jared Leto sounds like, why are we watching at the nightmare before Christmas? Like, I'm not joking. That's what it
Sounds like they're making fun of Italians.
Al Pacino and Jared Leto. It's like, Chef Boyardee, you like a ravioli? I am a nerdy.
Spaghetti.
Really?
That's how I want Chris Pratt to play Mario.
Trying to shoot down. I forgot about this.
They have like ground to air artillery.
I'm sorry if the chicken was overcooked. I just have to reference it in every episode now.
Although he has been absolutely murdered in midair.
Yo, we murked that motherfucker. As you
It's
all
like-
know, your tax dollars in Christmas Town go toward ground to air artillery.
to shoot down Santa Claus.
There's this aspect of theater that I'll never fully relate to. Although, I mean, like, I do like some musicals. And some of the old-timey, like, 1940s, 1950s musicals, like Singing in the Rain, is, like, musically, it's, like, it's good, it's catchy, like, you remember the songs and that kind of thing. But visually and as a movie, it's a masterpiece. And that's kind of what, like, sets it apart
Sure.
overall. Yeah,
But they're still singing.
singing like a bunch of goons.
I can't get past it.
See, even though he messed up, he's still finding the silver lining.
Imagine being able to do that in real life. Imagine messing up and not hating yourself. Being like, oh, this ain't so bad. I can fix this.
Yeah.
Imagine being mentally healthy.
How did Sally end up in this position? We haven't been watching this movie.
I've not been following this. I don't know. Is she trying to help who cares? He's kind of laying on that little sex scene. Did you see that?
Oh, Jack. Then you realize he's just made of... Some of the good guys are made of bones, and some of them are just made of bugs.
You got your bones and you got your bugs.
And the bones are their money, and so are the worms.
So,
Followed up, you said that you believed in Santa Claus till you were 21 years old.
yeah.
And was told from the beginning that Santa was not real because it was sacrilegious. And the Nightmare Before Christmas was, in fact, a war on Christmas.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I didn't fully accept that Santa was not real until the first Christmas I did not spend with my family. And I run out to the living room on Christmas morning and no presents under the tree.
That's so sad. How old were you?
Just 25. Just got married.
Konnichiwa.
I really want to see a cut of Nightmare Before Christmas where Jack Skellington is played by Al Pacino.
Like in The Devil's Advocate. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's like Keanu Reeves is like shooting him. What the fuck is this? Our two through lines are the dumb joke you made from Halloween about the possum and Al Pacino.
I don't know. He hasn't paid any attention to her this whole movie.
I love that. Can you imagine what it would be like to kiss? I guess he has
general
lips.
just to kiss.
Like he can like move his mouth, even though it's just
he can
bone
talk.
to be skull.
Is this over?
Yes, it is.
Dude, I don't think
We made it.
I don't think if you ask me like for the main plot point of this movie, I don't think I could tell you what it is.
I totally
'cause
thought
I did
that
not watch it.
I totally thought that Burton directed this, but he only I guess he made the characters in the story and
Yeah.
produced it, but he didn't direct it.
Yeah.
So
What?
just didn't impress you this time either.
No, like
That's fair. That's fair.
And I know I'm not the target audience for this. It's like, it's kind of how Pokemon is, where it's like if you didn't.
Do you not like Pokemon?
No, I love Pokemon.
okay.
What I'm saying is like if you didn't get into it as a kid, you're not gonna be into it as an adult.
Yeah.
And this is just one of those things where it's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, and that sounds mean, but.
I wasn't paying attention to the plot at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like that like I said at the beginning, the movie's strange and it kind of mixes genres. It's the perfect thing to watch around Halloween or Christmas because it's like it's a break from the rote Hallmark movie.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
and-
definitely like there's not another Christmas movie that's like this one.
Yeah.
You know. So you got to give it that.
Totally. So
Beyond that, didn't do anything for me,
Yep.
unfortunately.
that's fair.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Let's just do a brief we have a format next year where we're going to be doing we're going to alternate months, do one every month, alternate good and bad movies, and we have a great lineup for y'all.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
All right, you did it. Cool.
Oh, was that it? Oh, okay. I thought. Did you stop recording?
No, it's recording.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Let's just let that be it.
Okay.
I don't.
Thanks for watching Nightmare Before Christmas. Please remember to rate, review, subscribe, share this with someone who probably loves Nightmare Before Christmas so much that he's mad that we don't talk about the movie at all.
Share it with somebody who's gonna absolutely hate me for what I said
or
about
both
this
of us
movie.
for hating musicals.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No. Walter, thanks. We got another episode to record, so let's get off here.
All right.
See y'all.
Okay. Bye.